It's your boy G Corman Boxing. The honor and pleasure once again, Mr. Tom Loeffler. How we doing, sir?
Good to see you again. Good to be back here in New York City, and it's great to be promoting another show at Madison Square Garden.
Right.
You know, we're excited to bring in Callum Walsh now, his third time back at the Garden, fighting a tough opponent like Dean Sutherland, Dangerous Dean, Deadly Dean. He said he saw a few chinks in Callum's armor, so we'll see how that goes. March 16th, the Garden, live on UFC Fight Pass, and you know, it just a great St. Patty's Day weekend show.
Right. Looking at their styles, you know, how do you expect them to clash? You know, what kind of fight can we expect to see?
Well, Callum always brings the heat.
Right.
He's got 10 knockouts out of 12 fights. He doesn't start slow. He goes right away. And Dean Sutherland, with a lot more experience, probably going to try to take him into the deeper water. So we'll see how the styles match up.
Right.
It's hard to predict how it's going to work, but whenever Callum fights, he's always in an exciting fight. So he knows he's got to fight tough opponents like Dean Sutherland to headline the Garden, to headline UFC Fight Pass, and that's what we put together. It's going to be a Sunday show, March 16th, the day before the parade. And we're looking forward to all the Irish fans coming out.
Right. I mean, we got a big turnout today, and we're like a couple months away. You know, press conference is packed today, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've seen Caleb coming out of 2 knockout wins, his last 2. I think in the second round, if I'm correct.
Yeah, second round knockout in his last fight. He sold out 5,000 seats at the Dublin at the 3 Arena. So we're looking to build on that performance, and great turnout here for the media lunch. Really appreciate that here at Legends Bar in New York City. Doesn't get any better than that. You know, it's really kind of going back to the days of John Duddy, and like I said, Michael Collins going to be there at the show. So yeah, it's going to be a very Irish flavor. Even Cletus Selden, the Hebrew Hammer, he said he has 3% Irish in him. So you know, he got back on the show. He's a fan favorite at Madison Square Garden. He proposed in his last fight in the ring. So we'll see what what Cletus brings this time around.
It's always an exciting thing. He tells me he has that WWF attitude era. He comes in with the glasses. Yeah. What else can you tell us about the rest of the card? We know we got some guys making their pro debut as well.
Yeah, making his pro debut. We're excited about all the other fighters on the show. Like I said, Thomas Carty's going to be on the show, heavyweight from Dublin.
Right. Figo McCrory, I believe, is on.
Yeah, Fergal McCrory. Fergal's a fan favorite. He brings out a lot of people. He just fought for the world title in his last fight. So Fergal's on the show. The rematch of Emma Brennan and Kevin Cronin.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna have something for everyone, but definitely an Irish flair for St. Patty's weekend. I think Callum has put his stake down at Madison Square Garden, where he's gonna be fighting on St. Patty's weekend for many years to come.
Absolutely. How important do you think it is for him to build his fan base here in New York? We see a lot of big fights going overseas. You guys are building his brand here in New York City, which I think is genius. But how do you see that? How important do you feel that is?
It's paramount to his career. He had the support of all the fans in Dublin. He's been fighting in LA, where he trains with Freddie Roach in LA, but coming here to New York City, not only the mecca of boxing, but it's a media capital of the world. And whatever happens in New York is always in a spotlight all over the world. So Kevin Kelley fought here, Triple G fought here when we built his fan base here. The Klitschko's fought here. So I was excited to be involved with all those fights, and now Callum is the next generation taking over the spotlight for the Garden.
Man, you guys have had a lot of success here. What do you think is one of the keys? Is it just putting on good fights, or what do you think is
putting on good fights, marketing to the fans, really giving value to the fans, the support of Madison Square Garden naturally, with their marketing efforts, and just all the promotion that we put in, to these fights. Try to give fans, the tickets start at $50, so we're trying to give the fans a good value, good fights for their money.
Absolutely. I believe some guys were at the Knick game as well, right?
Yeah, we were there last night. We were sitting next to Patrick Ewan.
Wow, that's
Stephen
awesome.
Marbury was there. Stipe Miocic was there. So we had Callum took photos with everyone there. He gave away tickets on the court.
That's awesome.
We had courtside seats. So things like that. What the Garden helps with our promotion and what we're doing on our side. It's really fun to come back here to New York City.
You love to see it. You love to see the cross fan bases. I think it's important. Yeah. Now, before I let you go, Mr. Loeffler, I always have to ask you about Triple G.
Yeah.
Any update can we get on Golovkin, or is he done? Or?
Triple G, one of my favorite fighters to work with all the time. On that 23 knockout streak when he was fighting world-class fighters, it was an impressive thing what he did. I think he's taking time. He's with the family right now. He's helping the amateur boxing, so he's involved with that. So there's nothing really new to report on that. But his brother Max Golovkin's going to come to our show in LA this Friday.
Oh, nice.
So we still have a good relationship, a close personal relationship with him and the family, and I appreciate everything that he's contributed to the sport of boxing.
Absolutely,
for sure.
we all do. That's a true people's champion.
Yeah,
Always,
he
never
is
back
the
down.
people's champion for sure.
Never took a step back from anybody. So,
That's right.
Mr. Loeffler, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the best, and we're very excited to have you guys back here in March and today as well.
Always good to see you.
Thank you, Mr. Loeffler. God bless.